Malaria is a preventable, treatable disease that is contracted by a mosquito bite, where a parasite lives in your bloodstream and can cause death if it's not treated. Currently, it kills approximately 1 million people per year, but it's been around for thousands of years, possibly as far back as the dinosaurs, but certainly as long as humans have been around. It wasn't until 1889, though, that it was discovered to be caused by a single-celled parasite, and then in 1897, it was discovered that it was transmitted by the Anopheles mosquito. It was prevalent everywhere back then, certainly in the United States, but in Europe and Africa and Asia and Central and South America. And it was likely brought to the United States by European settlers. So back then and then in the 1800s, it was everywhere in the U.S., from Minnesota to Louisiana to Massachusetts. In 1942, the insecticide DDT was discovered, and we began using it in the U.S. to help eradicate malaria, that along with anti-malarial drugs, draining ponds, and other preventative measures led to the eradication of the disease from the U.S. by 1949. And then other developed countries followed soon after, but due to various reasons, the World Health Organization gave up in the late 1960s in trying to eradicate malaria from developing countries, and this led to a huge decrease in funding for the effort. And of course, this led to a huge increase in malaria cases in developing countries from the 1970s to the 1990s. And it wasn't until the 1990s that the Rollback Malaria campaign started, and this is when lots of NGOs and nonprofits started to get involved, and there was a lot more funding for the disease from different governments and the Gates Foundation and the Global Fund. So after that, the possibility of eradication started to be discussed again, which is really exciting. And in recent years, there have been great successes by the use of bed nets and different combination therapies and indoor residual spraying as well. So basically, even though malaria has always been a problem for humanity, it does not have to continue to be.